Hello, folks. I apologize. It seems that we had some technical trouble. So I had a miniature live feed earlier, but I was told that there was no camera showing up. So I apologize if that was any inconvenience to you. But if you were not in tune for the last one, this video today is about low back care. Low back care is going to be just helping you alleviate any pain that you might have. And we're going to focus more on just kind of finding what feels good. So, since we're a little behind right now, I'll get right into it. Just make sure you have something comfortable to wear to move around in and a mat. And we will begin. We're going to start on the floor. So, take your time getting there. We are having a practice that's mostly low to the ground. That way we can take our time and feel grounded in our postures today. Go ahead and start with the legs out long. I know it's silly to start in Shavasana, but if we're working on low back and back care, the lengthening of the spine brought from the Savasana stance also it's beneficial and also helps you reset the spine and noticing its natural curvature whenever you're laying on your back. So just take a few breaths here. Maybe take your palms and place them on your low abdomen here. Get settled. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Let's take a breath in, thinking of your to-do list and the day so far. And exhale, let it go. Hi, Bentley. Set an intention for your practice as you take a few more deep breaths at your own pace. Last one in breath. And out. Awesome. So we're going to start by taking our feet flat on the mat, allowing your low back to flush. And we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So the way that works is we're going to rock forward and back, moving on towards our tailbone, creating a space underneath our low back away from the mat, and then allowing the low back to flush and slightly lift the tailbone, like we're doing a very miniature bridge pose. We're going to inhale, lift our tummies and arc our back. Hi, Bentley. And then exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine, lift the tailbone slightly. Now use your breath, think cat-cow here as we're rocking the pelvis back and forth. Getting a nice little massage here. Nice, easy movement. This kind of helps you reset, especially if you've had strain in the low back. Let's do two more. Last one, use your breath. And out. Let everything rest. We're going to kick the right leg up and then cross the ankle over the left thigh. And we're going to lower it all down, lower the left leg straight, and place your palms at your sides. We're going to do a little core work. One thing that people either don't know or forget is that core, the abdomen, is what brings the power of the torso to the legs and vice versa. And whenever you're not keeping the core engaged, you all that strain goes to the low back. So we're going to do a little core strengthening today just to kind of alleviate some more of the strain that you get on your low back. So we're going to do 5 of these on each side. We're going to inhale to lift, exhale, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. That's 2. We're going to do 3 more. Use your breath to guide you, nice and slow. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last 1. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift, and freeze here. We're going to take our right hand through this figure 4 here, wrap it around the left thigh and grab hold and pull the legs towards your torso. Getting a nice stretch in the low back and the right hip. Keep your toes engaged. We want them to be able to be engaged to protect the knee. Maybe you take this opportunity to give your low back a massage. Find a gentle sway side to side. Do 1 or 2 more breaths here. Just gently stretching out the low back. And on your next out breath, lower the left foot down to the mat. Open your arms out wide and allow your legs to fold over towards the left. Getting a nice low back stretch and a twist. And bring your gaze over to the right. If you want a little more, you can make goalpost arms to keep your heart nice and open. Breathe here for a few moments. Find ease with each exhale. Last 1. Inhale deeply, fill up the belly. Exhale, draw the navel into the belly and back to center. Awesome. So from here, we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest, like we're giving ourselves a hug, maybe a gentle sway side to side. And we're going to make little circles with the knees to start. Again, giving our low back a massage. We're loosening up the muscles here. The main thing is low back care. So we're alleviating all that strain, all that pain that has accumulated over time. Nice and slowly. Switch your rotations at your pace. Moving with love and care. How you move matters. Can we move with kindness? Awesome. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest and elongate the left leg out long and allow it to hover while wrapping your fingers around the right leg, squeezing your right knee in towards the chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Draw the knee up towards the shoulder. Inhale in. Exhale out, bring your knee back into the chest. Allow, if your body feels that it is available, allow your left foot to gently meet the floor or mat. And continue a gentle hip massage by bringing your knee from the chest. With your inhale and exhale, draw your knee towards your shoulder. Couple more here. By doing this, we are creating length in our glutes and in our low back. If you have a posterior tilt, like I tend to, this kind of helps alleviates that. Awesome. So from here, there are a few options. If you're not feeling this is accessible to you, you can grab a strap and wrap it around your foot. But we're going to go into a bit of a stirrup posture. You want to bring your knee close to your body, bring your right arm on the inside of that right leg, and either grab your shin or the ball of your foot and kick it up. keeping your left hand at your left thigh. Now, if this is way too intense, you can bend the left knee or you can keep it out long. You just want to bring that right knee in, down towards the ground. This is what we call stirrup posture. Maybe you could wrap the hand on the outside of the right foot. Again, this isn't anything fancy, but we're creating stability and flexibility in the joints. Keep your toes active. And by keeping your left leg out long, we're finding a stretch in the front hip flexor, or the left hip flexor. Just breathe deep here, my friends. And again, if that stirrup is too much, you can just grab hold of the thigh or the shin, bring it towards you, or grab a strap. About 2 more breaths. You got this. All right, nice and slow with control. We're going to release that leg out long. Windshield wiper the feet to reset. And we're going to go on the other side. So we're going to start with the figure 4. Bend the right knee, cross the left ankle onto the right thigh. Lift the right foot up. Inhale in. Exhale out. We're going to do 5. Inhale and place your palms at the mat, or even grab hold of the mat if you need stability. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And if you're more an experienced yogi here, you can practice by taking your time and lengthening how long it takes to lower and lift your legs. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale to lift. Last one. Exhale to lift. Keep this here. Bend the right knee. Create or reach your left hand through this hole here. Wrap it around the right thigh and give it a pull towards your torso. Toes engaged. Reaching towards your left toes, reaching towards your left knee. Right toes reaching towards your face. Give it a pull. Feel that stretch in the left glute this time. Maybe find a gentle sway side to side. We're starting nice and easy here. The beautiful thing about yoga, it can be intense, but there's so many varieties of it. And the simple ones are sometimes the most effective, depending on your needs. Since we're focusing on lower back care, not so much strengthening as we are just giving it some love. Some people just need the relief. And with therapy or physical therapy, it is strengthening of the muscles and the joint and bringing stability to the joints. But sometimes you got to take baby steps. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Allow your legs to fall to the right this time. Bringing your gaze over to the left. Maybe you have goalpost arms to get an opening in the chest. Breathe into the low back and the belly. Two more breaths. Awesome. Unravel. Bring your knees in towards your chest. This time we're going to open both the knees out wide and draw them towards you to close. Forward, wide, bend the elbows, bring the knees towards you and together. And repeat. In breath to bring them towards you. Exhale to bring them away. Keep your toes engaged. And switch, rotation. Bring them away to towards you. Out and around, forward and back. Got two more. Awesome. Bring the left knee towards your heart. Extend the left leg out long. Allow it to hover. And kind of give yourself a little massage in the left hip flexor, bringing your knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that knee in towards the left shoulder. Swapping back and forth using your breath, nice and slowly. If you feel a pinch or any discomfort that is beyond your threshold, ease off. As your next out breath, maybe allow your right foot to fall gently to the mat or floor. Do about one or two more of these. From here, bring your left arm inside of the left leg and either grab hold of the shin or the outer edge of the foot and kick up for stirrup. You wouldn't think that stretching your hips is good for posture, but I've learned through my practice in yoga that stretching the front hip flexors as well as the low back is so important for good posture. You want the hips to be shining upward and not pulling down. And getting a good stretch makes for a great way to alleviate that. And we'll do more of that when we get into Tadasana a little later. One or two more breaths. Last one. And as you exhale, release with control, nice and easy. Bring your knees to meet and roll over to one side. We're going to meet on all fours. Maybe do a cat and cow. Inhale to look up. Exhale, draw the navel in and up. Dome the back. We're going to kick our right foot back. Curl the toes under. Maybe you do a little pedaling back and forth to stretch the foot. And then kick the foot up. Draw the knee in towards the chest and up. And plant the foot in between the palms. Low lunge, back knee is on the mat. From here, we're going to pivot the back foot 1/4 turn counterclockwise. Walk your hands to the left in front of you, opposite of that back foot. Stretch out the right leg and continue to walk your hands over to the left. Feeling that stretch in the right low back. We're going to inhale, bow and arrow our right hand up towards the sky. Open chest and exhale. Extend the right palm beyond your crown for a nice long line from fingertips to right toe. Breathe. Open the heart. Stretch out the leg. 2 more breaths. Pull the thumb back. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring it back and around. Keeping our right leg extended, bring the toes to reach up towards our forehead. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold for a hamstring stretch. Breathe in. And maybe have a micro bend in the knee if that's too much for you. And exhale, roll through that front heel. We're going to plant our palms, bring our front foot back. We're going to lower all the way down to our bellies. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Chin slightly down, looking forward, pressing firmly into our pelvis and our tops of our feet. Exhale, release. Press back up to all fours. We're going to extend the right leg out long this time, going back and forth. Inhale to kick that foot up. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, looking forward and planting the foot in between the palms. This time, turning our back foot clockwise a quarter turn, walking our hands all the way over to the right, planting the right palm on the opposite side of our mat, extending our left leg out long, and peek if you need to. We're going to bow and arrow our left hand to reach up towards the sky. Breathe here. Exhale, extend the left hand out long beyond the crown of the head. Try not to allow your head to collapse here. Pressing firmly into your foundation, your palm, your right knee, your right foot, and the bottom of your left foot. Pulling the thumb back, breathe deep. Gate pose, extended side angle version, variation. Last breath. Then exhale, bring it down, walk it back. Unswivel that back foot and reach your left toes towards your forehead. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Breathe in and out. All right, bring that front foot back. Maybe do a cat and cow to reset. And curl the toes under. We're going to peel our hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Maybe allow yourself a second to pedal things out here. Awesome. We're going to bring our right foot up high. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, look forward, and plant the right foot in between the hands. We got a low lunge. And we're going to kind of heel toe our right foot to spill the toes off the mat as we are on our palms here for lizard. This may be your lizard pose, and that might be it. We're going to go for a twist, planting the left palm. We're going to reach our right hand up high, breathe into the twist. On your next exhale, going to bring our right elbow, if that's accessible to you, all the way to the mat. If it's too much, you can just place your right hand down and stay lifted. Breathe here. Think nice and long from crown of the head to the tailbone. Awesome. Lift up onto your hands if not already. Bring your right foot back in just slightly and step the back foot to meet the front. We'll meet together and forward fold. Keep the knees bent here, nice and generously here to begin. So our bellies are cascading over our thighs. Maybe we find a gentle sway side and side. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Find a true release in the low back. Shake your head yes and no. And we're going to inhale, slide the hands up to the shins to start and get a nice flat back. Imagine a string pulling your crown away from the tailbone. And exhale, fold. Now really bend the knees generously like you're reaching the tailbone down towards the mat. We're going to take our time as we roll all the way up to standing. Keep the knees bent. Roll it slowly, 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 slowly. Last thing to rise is the head. So, little checklist for you. Press the feet away from the mat. Shine the hip flexors forward and up. Palms facing forward. Heart lifts with the sternum. Chin parallel to the floor. Notice how you feel in the present moment. And breathe deeply. Do you feel different than when you started with your low back, or do you feel the same? Just notice how you feel. All right, inhale, sweep the palms up, bend the knees, and continue the bending of the knees. Bring your hips down and back. Arms parallel with the ears. Bring the hips going down and back, and suddenly, chair pose. Engage the core of the abs. Pull in those thumbs up. Going to breathe here for 3, 2, 1, and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward and bow. Plant the palms, bring back one foot and another. We're lowering all the way down. Bring our hands close to our ribs. Reach our elbows in together and press into our foundation, our feet, our pelvis. Lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press into our foundation to lift to cobra. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, cobra. And exhale, release. Press up to all fours, and we'll meet in down dog. Awesome work. This time we're going to bring our left foot up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms. Keeping our back leg lifted, we're going to heel toe our left foot so the toes spill out from the edge of the mat. You can keep your palms on the mat if you choose. And we're going to reach our left hand up towards the sky with our inhale. Exhale, draw our left elbow down to the mat if that's accessible. Keeping our our head in a nice long line to our head to tailbone. Breathe here. Awesome work. We're going to lift back up onto our palms, if not already. Heel toe our left foot back to where it was originally and step or hop that back foot to meet the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Strengthening the low back here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, imagine you're sweeping the hands up towards the sky, but keeping the knees bent, lifting our hearts and our hips, our hips stay bent here. Our tailbone reaching away from the body. Look up, chair pose. Breathe deep. We're here for 5, 4, pull the thumbs up. 3, breathe. 2, 1, press away from the mat, lifting up towards the sky. Maybe you go for a baby back bend. And exhale, allow the hands to meet in the center of the heart space. Breathe into Tadasana. Beautiful. Lower the hands to rise. Inhale, reach up toward the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins, thigh, or the floor. And exhale, plant the palms, bring back a foot and another. This time we're going to halfway push up, chaturanga, and then lift up to upward facing dog. And we'll all meet together in down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, draw the knee to nose and put the foot in between the palms here. From here, we're going to inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky for our high lunge. From here, I would like to invite you to experiment with a little buoyancy, finding a little bounciness here, creating and cultivating a little strength. And also lightness, so breathe with me. Inhale, pull the thumbs up, think nice and tall. And then our exhale, we're going to float the palms down, bring our left hand to the mat, reach our right hand up high for a twist. And then exhale, float the palms down. This time we're going to pivot our back heel, placing it on the mat. Place our right hand on the inside of the right leg, and bow and arrow, lifting our hand up for extend side angle. And then exhale, allow the hand to fall, unpivot that back foot. We're going to step that foot in, step our back foot up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up, bring the hands up high. And heel toe your feet really together now. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, with your hands still at your thumbs at your sternum, we're going to lower the hips down and back for chair pose. Going to bring in a little twist. You could stay here if you want, or you can focus on squeezing your legs firmly together, bringing your right elbow to hook to the outer edge of the left knee. Finding a stack, stacking your hands here, over palm, palm over elbow, looking up, breathing. Back to center, looking forward. And then on your next exhale, option to bring yourself to the right or stay in the center. Breathe deep. Cultivating strength in the legs, lower your hips a little more. Your next exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms, bring back one foot and the other. Lower all the way down to our bellies. This time we're going into a locust pose instead of our cobra. This time, instead of doing cobra, we're going to inhale, lift our heads and our hands. Exhale, release. This time we're going to inhale, lift our hands and our right foot. And release. Inhale, lift our head, hands, and left foot. Release. And this time we're going to lift up all the limbs. Inhale, firmly press into your pelvis and lift all the limbs. And release. Press up to all fours. We will meet in down dog. Awesome. Inhale, lift the left leg up high this time. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. Look forward and left foot meets the mat between the palms. Inhale, swoop the hands up towards the sky. Find a little buoyancy here. Breathe deep. This is a powerful pose. Whisper to yourself that I am strong. Breathe deep, my friends. Pull that right heel away from the body. And then exhale, float the palms down, plant the right hand, and lift the left hand up high. And on your next exhale, plant the left palm on the inside of the left foot. Pivot that back heel and reach the right hand up high for an extended side angle. And then exhale, float it down. And bring that back foot up to meet the front. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your heels together. We're going to just do a chair pose this time, nothing fancy. Pull the hands up, lifting our hearts. Chair pose. Draw your navel in. You got this. Squeeze your legs together. And we're going for 3, 2, 1. Press away from the mat with your feet, lifting your heart. And then exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Just notice. Beautiful. All right. Time to get a little crazy, my friends. We're going to bring our feet a little wider than hip width. First, we're just going to get our knees nice and loose here. So just bop the hips a little left to right and keeping your knees nice and easy. Now we're going to incorporate our torso and arms, just swinging them lightly left to right. Maybe you start increasing the speed here, getting a little hand slaps to the left and right. Kind of letting go of the expectations, letting go of any pride. Well, it's all right to feel a little silly. So we're turning, keeping light on the knees to protect them, firm feet on the ground. Maybe you go a little faster. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slow your roll, nice and easy. That was knocking on heaven's door. And it kind of feels a little refreshing, huh? I like it just because it gets your mind out from wherever it is. And it also is strangely just overall refreshing. I think it's good for everyone to give it a try at least. So with your feet nice and wide, we're going to inhale, heart lifts, hands at your hips, and exhale, hinge at your hips here, folding forward, wide-legged forward fold. And just stay nice and easy on the hips here. We're just doing this for a minute. Breathe deep. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and roll all the way up. Reach the hands up towards the sky. With your toes pointed out, we're going to bend the knees and elbows. We got our straddle pose going on. Now we're going to inhale, reach up high. Then exhale, bend the knees. See if we can't sink a little lower. Bend the elbows as well. Getting a nice stretch in our inner thighs, as well as our groin. Pulling the elbows back. Last one, reach up, wiggle the fingers. Maybe you lift up off your heels. And as we exhale, stay off those heels as we bend the knees for a little extra stretch. Awesome. Return back to neutral. Releasing the palms. We're going to bring our heels to heel toe together once more. We're going to bring ourselves back to the mats in a seat. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to go back into a boat pose. Yeah, our core work is not yet ended. Our core strength helps support our back. So we want to maintain some strength there. So just lift up one leg and the other, parallel to the floor and sky. Keeping your heart lifted here. This may be your boat pose, and that is totally valid. Wherever you are, You feel the engagement of the core here, and that's what counts. Now you have a few options. You can just stay stationary here, breathing deep, or you can tap one toe and the other, go back and forth. If you want a little more, you can extend the arms out long, parallel with the legs, breathing here. Maybe you can use your breath to find expansion and reach out the legs, and then exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach out, and exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach out, and then exhale, bring it all in and give yourself a hug. We love ourselves today. We're going to bring our palms behind our hips here and fold the knees one side. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Legs are in 90-degree angles. And then opposite side. Your feet were to be on the outer edge of the mat. Don't force it, just wherever your knees naturally fall. One more time on each side for a few breaths. And switch. Awesome. Now we're going to go and start with bringing our right leg out long. Bring your left heel as close as you can to the right leg. We're going to start by bringing our right hand. You have two options. You can bring your right hand onto your left thigh or allow it to face, palm face up on the inner side of the right leg. From here, we're going to bring our right palm all the way up, nice and tall, and think up and over as we exhale. Stretching our low back and our left hip. Pulling our left thumb back, keeping our right toes engaged. Breathe here, getting a deep stretch here. If your hands reach your toes, that's amazing. I can't. If they don't, that's perfectly cool as well. Just be where you are today. Find your stretch, keeping your heart open. Maybe you can practice your Ujjayi breath to ease deeper into the pose. We're kind of slowing down the practice now, trying to ease into these postures or deepening these postures by using our breath. Notice any areas of tension and use your breath to let it go and find ease with your exhales. All right, cartwheel that left hand down. We're going to switch, extending our left leg out long, drawing your right heel into the pelvis. Place your left palm at your right thigh or your left palm on the inside of your left leg, palm facing up. Inhale, reach the right hand up high. Nice and tall in the spine, and exhale up and over to the right, your left. Pulling the thumb back. Looking up. Breathing deep to deepen the stretch. Just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unravel. Awesome. From here, we're going to bring our legs out long in front of us. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the sky. Think nice and tall, and then allow your tummy to fold over the thighs here. Your hands may make it just up to the knees or the thighs, or they may reach your feet. Just allow, as long as your tummy can meet your thighs here. Keeping your heart lifted to start. And then exhale. Allow yourself to cascade forward to relax your head and neck completely and fully. Breathe deep here, my friends, to the shoulders, the low back, any areas of tightness. Maybe you notice yourself deepening the stretch with each breath. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. And we're going to bring ourselves onto our backs. Awesome. Like we did before, do the little knee circles. Give your low back a little massage. I'm sure it feels good after what we've practiced today. We're strengthening the core and the low back. Finding deeper stretch. Now we're kind of neutralizing everything here. You're going to feel so good after this practice. Awesome. Place the feet on the ground. We're going to do some bridge poses. So draw your feet, your heels as close as they can to the hips here. Pressing firmly on the mat. We're going to inhale, take the tailbone, draw it up to reach towards your knees. Little by little, you're going to feel each vertebrae lift off the mat. Squeeze the glutes, reach the hips up, breathe deep, lift, lift, lift. You got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to lower down. Nice and easy, feeling each vertebrae as we lower the body towards the mat. Awesome, we're going to do that twice more. And let's see if we can slow down the lift and slow down the lower. So we're going to go for a count of 7 to lift. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, breathe in and out. Keep going, you got this. And we begin to lower for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're on the mat. Awesome. Now we're going to go for count of 9. And if that's too intense, you can stay at 7 or even 5. You got this. Press firmly into the mat with your palms. We're going to go inhale in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. Maybe you snuggle your shoulders in together and find an interlacing of the fingers behind the back and pressing your pinkies into the mat to continue to lift. One more breath. And release nice and slowly. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax everything down to the mat. Beautiful work. Take this opportunity now to find a twist. We're going to scoop our knees up towards our body. We're going to extend our arms out long and allow them to gently fall the legs to your left. Bring your gaze to the right. Maybe use your left hand as an anchor for the right leg. Breathe deeply here. All right, bring everything back to center, and we're going for the opposite side. Allow your knees to scoop up towards your heart center. Open your arms out wide and gently allow the legs to fall to your right. Using your right hand as an anchor and keeping your left shoulder glued down, bring your gaze to the left. Breathe. Maybe you close your eyes here, soften the gaze, completely allowing yourself to settle in. Okay, bring your knees nice and easy back to the center. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe allow your head to reach towards your knees here. You don't have to touch. Learn a gentle sway side to side, getting a massage in the low back. Maybe you take this opportunity to do a few more knee circles. Last pose we got, we're going to bring our peace fingers, our index and middle fingers, to wrap around both big toes. We're going in for child's pose, just kicking one foot up towards the sky at a time. Breathe deep here. Feel it out, keeping your tailbone reaching down towards the front short edge of your mat. And take that pose as long as you need. And when you're ready, allow one foot to fall out, the other, allowing your palms to lay naturally at your sides, facing up. Entering the position we started in Shavasana. Allowing the gravity to do its work, making your body, your limbs feel heavy, sinking into where you are. Allow yourself to feel supported by the ground and mat beneath you. Allow yourself some time for stillness to benefit yourself with what you learned in practice today. Take in the nutrients of today's practice. If your eyes aren't closed, allow them to close. Allow yourself to feel safe here for a few moments. Allow your breath to return to normal, its own pace. Allow softness in the face, shoulders, and the jaw. Take a few more breaths here. Keeping the eyes closed, I would invite you to begin by wiggling the fingertips. and bringing your hands together at the heart center. Create a little heat and friction by rubbing your palms together. And then, when you created enough, place the palms on your eyes. When you're ready, you can open your eyes in your palms here. Allow your palms to meet together at your third eye, your forehead, thumb to forehead. Thank yourself for taking time to practice today. Thank you for the space to be able to practice. I salute you, and we say the sacred yoga term together now. Namaste. When you're ready, we can bring yourself over to one side and find a seat that works for you. And that's today's practice. Thank you all for joining me again. It cut off my first video, but I will be teaching in person again in the latter part of May. Reach out to us for details, or I will be posting here in the near future about specifics. And I thank you again for all your support and love. Reach out to us if you have any questions or suggestions. We'd love to hear from you. And I will see you again next week at 11 a.m. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful week and take care.